maintaining the state in sticking hands. Now the main thing that's really going to help you keep the state on while you do sticking hands and sparring is understanding that the number one thing you're doing in training is skill development. Really focus on skill development as your primary objective of training, meaning it's not about winning. When you start to focus on winning and beating the other person, and you're worrying about getting hit or you being dominated, you're no longer focused on skill development, you're focused on just being better than the other person. And to tell you the truth, no one really cares. Like, it's just you and that person sparring. No one really cares. What I mean is the number one thing you should be focusing on is not you feeling good about beating the other person, but you feeling good about developing your skill, which means developing your ability to maintain the state under dynamic levels of pressure. So my suggestion is that you make sure you focus on staying in the state via keeping your awareness on being centered in your intention. So your concentration should still be from earth, tail, crown in your own center. And as you maintain that focus in there, so you feel a good feeling, you feel upright and open, you feel a sense of aliveness, joy, and enthusiasm through your center because you're in a good feeling, project that through your center to their center. So I'm giving you some tactics now on how to stay in state. Keep the focus or how you should be feeling. Keep the focus internally on your own center, keep the good feeling there, and let that funnel through to the other person's center like a plane from the earth to their crown, from the earth between your feet to your crown, to the earth between their feet to their crown, like a plane of energy. Now, you keep that focus on, and then you let the sinking, the sensing, and the seeing, so the directionality, flow and funnel into that center line. Most people use way too much force in their body, which is why they're easily overcome. Whereas if you can funnel all of your power through the center plane via maintaining your state, by knowing that the number one thing is skill development, meaning the skill of maintaining state. So you stay centered in your intention, you let that flow from your center to center. You don't really care or worry if they're going to hit you, or if they do hit you. Let it happen. It's okay. It's training. What the important thing is that you maintain state. Now, some people might have a better state than you, so they override what you're doing. But if you stay in state, you should be flowing from movement to movement. So even if they do come through and strike, things flow into the next movement. There should be a sense of flow, fluidity, and movement as you stay in state, as opposed to rigidity and tension and force and overthinking. So center in your intention. Let that flow from center to center. Let everything sink, release, and flow through the central connection to their center, so that if your state is better than theirs, it should be like a dominating, meaning you will be winning if you had to look at it from the outside perspective. However, if the person also has a way too much force that they're using, your level of state may not be able to deal with it. So you've got to remember, and you've got to deal with where you are. So your level of state will be able to deal with the level of that your state can deal with. However, the more you stay in the state and the more you develop your state, the better you'll get at being in the state while you actually train. And then over time, that skill becomes so overpowering that no one can stop you. So think of it like this. All skills are born just like a child, weak, feeble, and in need of nurture. And as you develop the state, you'll want to, if you really want to see it working at a better level, you'll want to do it against beginners who aren't as good as you, because then you can keep it on while doing your cheese out. And then over time, you test it against better and better and better and better opponents to allow it to actually manifest. And eventually, no one will be able to stop you, because your state will be way too OP, or overpowering, as my kids like to say. So, simply put, focus on skill development. And then when you're practicing, center to center. And the way that will help you stay and know that you're in the state is by the emotional quality moment to moment. Do you feel good? Do you feel a sense of upliftment, not a sense of tension, overthinking, and trying to, catch movements with your thoughts? Lastly, be patient with yourself and know that skills take time to develop. So that'd be my tips. I wanted to do a video with this one because that's a really awesome question. And also it's just easier for me to do a video than have to type it out. So much love. Thank you for the post, and look forward to meeting you one day and training with you.